Ever wonder what happens when science goes underground? I'm not talking about geology. I'm talking about secret, hidden experiments projects so confidential they could reshape our world without us even knowing. These aren't just plots from a spy movie. They're a very real part of our history and our present. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the world of clandestine science, from top-secret historical projects to the ethical tightropes researchers walk today. What truths are being discovered in the shadows? Let's find out. When you think of secret science, your mind might immediately jump to the Manhattan Project. During World War II, some of the brightest minds on the planet were gathered in hidden locations like Los Alamos, New Mexico, with a single terrifying goal: to build an atomic bomb before the enemy did. The level of secrecy was unprecedented. Many of the scientists working on different parts of the project didn't even know the ultimate purpose of their work. They were solving complex physics problems in isolation, their efforts compartmentalized to prevent leaks. The project's success not only ended the war but also thrust humanity into the nuclear age, fundamentally changing geopolitics, warfare, and our relationship with technology forever. It's the ultimate example of how a hidden experiment can have a massive, world-altering impact. The knowledge unleashed from those secret labs is something we're still grappling with decades later. But the Manhattan Project is just one example. Let's travel back even further. During the Cold War, both the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a silent, high-stakes battle of wits and technology. This era gave birth to countless secret programs. One of the most infamous was Project Ia Cultra, a CIA program that began in the 1950s. The goal? To investigate mind control. I know, it sounds like pure science fiction, but official documents, declassified years later, reveal that the agency conducted experiments on human subjects, sometimes without their consent, using methods like hypnosis, sensory deprivation, and various substances to see if they could manipulate a person's mental state and actions. The project was shrouded in mystery, and its full extent is still debated because many records were deliberately destroyed. The ethical lines weren't just blurred, they were completely erased. MKUltra serves as a chilling reminder of what can happen when scientific inquiry is untethered from moral oversight, hidden away from public scrutiny. It highlights the profound danger of pursuing knowledge at any human cost. Of course, not all secret projects were so sinister. The development of stealth technology is another fascinating case. In the 1970s, engineers at Lockheed's legendary Skunk Works division were tasked with creating an aircraft that would be nearly invisible to radar. The result was the F-117 Nighthawk. For years, this bizarre, alien-looking jet was tested in secret over the Nevada desert. Its existence was a rumor, a myth whispered about by aviation enthusiasts. The public didn't officially see it until 1988, more than a decade after its first flight. The science behind it using faceted shapes and radar-absorbent materials to deflect and absorb electromagnetic waves was revolutionary. This hidden project gave the United States a massive strategic advantage and completely changed the landscape of aerial warfare. It is a perfect example of how clandestine research can lead to incredible technological leaps that provide a decisive edge. So, have these hidden experiments stopped? Absolutely not. They've just evolved. In the 21st century, the frontiers of secret science have shifted to new domains, like cyberspace, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology. Governments and private corporations are pouring billions into research and development that the public rarely hears about. Think about the development of advanced AI, while we see consumer-facing tools like chatbots. It is almost certain that classified projects are pushing the boundaries of autonomous systems for military and intelligence purposes. Imagine AI that can conduct cyber warfare on its own, or drones that can make independent decisions on the battlefield. The implications are staggering and the ethical questions are more complex than ever. Who is responsible when an autonomous system makes a mistake? How do we ensure these powerful technologies aren't used for oppression? These conversations are happening behind closed doors, but they will affect us all. Then there's the world of biotechnology, especially genetic engineering. Tools like CRISPR have made editing DNA cheaper and more accessible than ever before. This has opened the door to incredible breakthroughs like curing genetic diseases, but it also opens a Pandora's box of ethical dilemmas. Could secret projects be underway to create so-called designer babies with enhanced traits? Or perhaps even more concerning, could this technology be weaponized to create biospecific pathogens? The potential for both good and evil is immense. Because this research can be done in smaller, less conspicuous labs, it's much harder to track. The fear isn't just about what governments are doing, but what powerful individuals or non-state groups might be developing in the shadows. The line between a breakthrough and a biohazard can be terrifyingly thin. This brings us to the core dilemma of hidden science: the conflict between the need for secrecy and the right to public knowledge. On one hand, secrecy can be essential for national security. You don't want your adversaries knowing about your next-generation defense technology. Secrecy can also protect intellectual property for corporations, allowing them to innovate without fear of their ideas being stolen. In some cases, it can even protect scientists themselves from public pressure or panic before their research is complete and verified. But on the other hand, secrecy breeds a lack of accountability. When science is conducted without public oversight, the risk of ethical breaches, like those in MKUltra, increases dramatically. It prevents peer review, a cornerstone of the scientific method, which helps catch errors and validate findings. And perhaps most importantly, it keeps citizens in the dark about developments that could fundamentally change their lives, their society, and their future. Where do we draw the line? The ongoing quest for knowledge is part of what makes us human. We're inherently curious. We want to understand the universe, push boundaries, and solve the impossible. But this drive must be tempered with wisdom and ethics. Hidden science experiments are a testament to this duality. They represent our greatest ambitions and our darkest fears. They show us how genius and innovation can flourish in the shadows, but also how easily we can lose our moral compass when no one is watching. The stories of the Manhattan Project, MKUltra, and stealth technology aren't just historical footnotes. They are lessons. They teach us about the power of knowledge and the profound responsibility that comes with it. As technology continues to accelerate at an exponential rate, the debate over scientific secrecy and transparency is more critical than ever. We must remain vigilant, ask tough questions, and demand accountability. Because the science happening in secret today will define the world we all live in tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of hidden science. It's a topic that's both fascinating and a little unsettling, isn't it? What secret project from history do you find the most intriguing? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed unraveling these mysteries with me, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the incredible world of science. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.